80% of our land in South Africa is white owned. We're basically fit. Remapara nje, dog. Every straight. Remapara in our own country. We're begging, man. And who's our enemy? Umtomnyama. I don't like that statement. I feel like a white man made that statement. A white man coined that term. A white man caused the divisions between us as black people. And they're winning, man. Because as long as we are divided as Africans, the longer the white man gets to stay in power, the more wealth the white man gets to accrue. The richer and richer they get, the poorer and poorer we get. Doesn't help we fight amongst each other and fit to say, this guy from Zimbabwe is doing what. When that guy also ain't got shit, man. That guy also ain't got shit. That guy from Burundi you're hating on, he ain't got shit, man. The person you should be hating on is the guy sitting there in Fetu in some lavish estate. That white guy who owns like Fetu in your hometown alone owns like 60% of all the shops. That's your problem, man. If we want to talk about foreigners coming into our country and taking our jobs, you gotta ask yourself the question, who's hiring them? Who's hiring them, honestly? Who's hiring them, dog? Because they wouldn't be coming here if they were not getting paid. The white man pays them, and the white man knows we have a problem of illegal immigration in our country. But will they stop employing these people? No, they will not. No, they will not. So do not come here on social media trying to talk some xenophobic ass bullshit and if saying they must get out of our country, whatever, they are illegal, they're taking our jobs. What jobs, dog? What job? It's not your job. It's the white man's jobs. And he decides who he wants to give it to. And that's where the problem is. We need to be making our own jobs. Coming together instead of fighting each other. We should be coming together, creating organizations, creating companies, dog. Companies that will outshine these white companies. You need to put them out of business, man. I understand that we can't go guns blazing saying we're taking everything back. Let's work for it. Let's stop killing our brothers and sisters. Let's stop killing our African brothers and sisters. Like, actually, let's try to work together. Just this one time is all I ask for. This one time. This is a very important time in African history. And if you're on the wrong side, you're gonna regret it later. Fam, choose wisely. 80% of our land.
A South African woman tells a Ghanaian man to go and fix his own country. That video goes viral and the whole world watches us as we fight each other again. But before you point fingers at South Africa, let's talk about 1969, when Ghana expelled over 2 million people from their borders, and most of them were Nigerian. Then in 1983, Nigeria answered. 2 million undocumented West African migrants gone, more than half of them Ghanaian. And the bag that they packed their lives into, well, Nigeria called it the Ghana Must Go bag. And that bag still sits in markets across West Africa today, a monument to our division. And now some Ghanaians hold grudges against Nigerians, and some Nigerians look down on Ghanaians. Some African Americans reject their African heritage, and African parents warn their children away from the diaspora. We are a house divided, and we keep handing our enemies the tools to tear us apart. When the colonizers came, they didn't outnumber us. They found a continent of kingdoms. So how did a people so few in number bring down empires that had stood for millennia? They didn't conquer us with their armies. They conquered us with whispers, weapons given to one neighbor against the other. Before the Berlin Conference, the Asante Empire controlled trade routes worth millions in gold and cola alone. The British didn't defeat them on the battlefield first. First, they armed the Fanti, the Asante's coastal rivals, and then they walked in and collected the pieces. Titles offered to kings willing to betray their own, drink and money and manufactured grievance. They sowed seeds of division so deep that we're still harvesting them today. And while we argue about borders that they drew, while we expel each other from lands that were never theirs to name, while we debate who belongs where on a continent that God gave to all of us, they're back with contracts, with lithium mines and cobalt deals and green energy pipelines. The same hands that extracted our people are now extracting our earth. This wasn't random. In 1452, the Vatican issued a doctrine that gave European monarchs legal authority to invade, enslave, and seize the land. God placed everything that his people needed beneath their feet, and we're fighting over which African deserves to stand on it. Our enemy isn't Haiti. Our enemy is not in Lagos or Accra or Joburg. Our shared enemy is the same one who came to our shores centuries ago. No African is a foreigner in his own land, but a house divided cannot stand, and they know that. The only question is, do we? Because if we didn't know, now we know.